So many times we think that when it's emotional conversation, it's just the woman's needs. But I think men need to know too that it is a safe place for you to open up and share your heart. And that doesn't make you any less manly.
Well, we are in the kitchen once again with our kitchen couples. Always great to have Eric and Kara Mays and Mike and Diane Clemens, the pinball himself.
Yeah.
And so this is good. Luis and Kristen Roman there. They've written a number of books on marriage, but this idea of a secure emotional attachment that they were just talking about.
Now, I happen to know that you think maybe this would lean more towards the women because it's a secure emotional attachment. But you know what? Guys need emotional attachment too. You need to feel secure in an emotional attachment as well.
That's true.
Because like Luis was saying in the video, a lot of times guys, when they think of intimacy, emotional attachment, they immediately, their mind goes to sex. Like, it's got to be about, if you're wanting to talk about that, then that's where it has to come from.
Yeah.
But not necessarily.
But that is an area where guys tend to connect more emotionally.
We talked about this. Yeah.
Can we talk here?
Yeah.
But it's higher usually on the priority list of how to have that
Emotional
connection.
Sure.
And women, this open and honest conversation, heart talk, is kind of is higher on their list. But we both need both.
We absolutely do. And I think as women, we tend to talk on the heart level a lot more often than our husbands do. Our husbands tend to talk on the mind level, and they keep it here where we go deeper. And so the important thing, I guess, is that we need to know if it's a good time to talk on the heart level.
Yeah.
Because if their minds are someplace else and they're not even connected or whatever, then maybe don't take it there yet.
Well, we could be on different wavelengths. We often are. And she's thinking of one thing, and then I have to stop. If she's starting a conversation, I say, okay, is this a heart moment? or is it a head moment? And she just wants me to answer quickly and to solve the problem or whatever. So you need to just pause there and think.
And girls, you know, we need to give them a little bit of grace. Now I was going to say this because you said we need to pause there, because sometimes it can't be a long pause. Because if we just poured out our hearts to them, and we're just waiting for feedback, and he's thinking, okay, what do I say? What do I say?
Or a one-word answer.
Or yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it needs to be faster than that. You need to exercise that muscle of quick speaking. Because I remember I was telling Ron this. It reminds me of back in the day, we used to host 100 Huntley Street together, and it was one of my very first times hosting 100 Huntley Street national program live, coast to coast. And I was hosting with your dad, with David Maines, and it was just the two of us, and we were watching this clip. And like George, the floor director, was doing his fingers like in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, it's coming back live to the studio. Dad leans over to me and he says, Ann, you take this.
With about 3 seconds.
Yeah, and he just sits back. I'm thinking, what? And so talk about exercise that fast-thinking muscle. You've got to be able to be on your toes and say something that makes sense and that connects. And so that's what I want from you. Honey, you take this.
So sometimes I just don't know what to say, and so but that muscle might kick in, but it takes practice, right? And
you guys don't mess with that.
Anything like sports and working out, the muscles, as you practice them, as you work them out, they get a little bit better. And you know, my muscles have grown maybe this much, but I got a ways to go yet.
38 years, we got a ways to go. You got, I don't know who wants to.
Oh man,
You go. You go. If we could give like some practical advice, and not to say that I'm an expert on it at all, but while you're thinking about what to say in those moments, men, have some filler key phrases that you can just be like, oh, darling, I love the way you think.
So an automated reply.
Like, or just like, oh, darling, I love your heart there. As you're thinking about how to do it, just like
catch on eventually.
No, they won't.
Hey, you just gave away one of our secrets.
That's right. Oh man.
Our filler words.
No, oh dear.
No, but I love what you had to say, because yes, so many times we think that when it's emotional conversation, it's just the woman's needs. But I think men need to know too that it is a safe place for you to open up and share your heart. And that doesn't make you any less manly. That doesn't make you any less of whatever that may be. But it's a safe place for you to express yourself in the moment.
And
you know what? I love your heart there, and I love the way you think.
Oh my goodness.
Great point.
The pause.
No, Kara, I was going to say the same thing, that I think that because I don't think that my husband share a lot of heart moments with me, right? Because, you know, he's the man, and I think that I spill a lot, right? Because I like to get things out. I like to get it on the table. I used to just hold everything, and now I'm at a place in my marriage, in my relationship, in my life that I need to get it out, right? Just put it on the table, then we'll deal with it, right? But I think it's important that men do understand that we are a safe place, right? I know we talk a lot and but we are a safe place for our husbands to come to just share their most intimate moments, feelings, all of those things. I think it's important that it goes both ways.
It does.
Right? It's just not one way, it's both ways. Yeah.
Well, she is the quicker one to share, but I'm the first one to cry.
Very emotional, I must say.
I love that.
So there is a balance there, and I really do feel like we really support each other, and she builds me up, right? She truly does, and I do my best to try to do the same, right? But she really does do a great job of supporting me in so many different ways, so here I just want to petition that, to guys who maybe, like us, right, have trouble sort of with the quick comeback, or it is, though, that continuity, the consistency that you have that really pulls them and makes them comfortable and secure, so that you don't have to have the right answer all the time. And so as we consistently show that we are faithful, that we are kind, that we that we love them, we're generous, that we say nice things, as these things accumulate, the quick response is not as important, not as necessary.
Yeah, and two, guys, it's not that we really want a quick response, but we just want you to hear us. Be in the moment with us, right? Hear us and be willing to be vulnerable.
Connect heart to heart. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, and I think it shows our kids too that they can be safe in doing that as well, our sons and our daughters. If we model it to each other, then they are going to see that and live that out in their life. So.
Great stuff, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Very
much.
good.
All
Thank
right.
you.
And thank you. More to come.
Stay with us.